Hi, I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. And tonight I want to talk about the latest developments in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. That's actually SEC versus Ripple, Garlinghouse, and Larson lawsuit. And here's the update from James K. Filan. Shout out to you, sir, for helping us see this document. And the update reads, without us reading the whole document, we have reached an understanding reflecting a compromise by all parties, pursuant to which the defendants may examine Mr. Hinman on various issues without triggering a privileged objection from the SEC. So they're working together. They're finding a compromise. And I'm hoping that this video here tonight helps all those in the XRP army and community who are enraged at the SEC step back for a moment, think beyond oneself, and maybe see the light a little more clearly on what's really may be going on here. And to do so, I would also refer everyone to a prior video I made. World War III XRP is the bomb. And hopefully this will be building upon that mindset and help my viewers see that this may be strategy. And we just need to be patient and understand that. And maybe it isn't just about us, but it is about us, as in U.S., United States, if you live in the United States. Here, that's the second take, so I'm sorry we got a little ahead of ourselves. But on April 23rd, folks, of 2019, you see that there, Ripple is receiving strong support on its way to success. The key here is that the startup has launched several products that will facilitate and accelerate the execution of cross-border transactions. As a result, the startup enjoys more and more attention. Whose attention? Pay very close attention to whose attention. Let's show right here. It's hard to turn your head when you know the White House, the Federal Reserve, the IMF, and central banks are currently involved with Ripple. XRP wants to solve the security crisis in not only this country but worldwide. Ripple's involvement in institutions such as the World Bank, the IMF, the White House, the Federal Reserve, and other central banks is for many evidence of Ripple's growth. Of course, many XRP investors are also hoping for a positive effect on the price. Of course we are. But let's not be short-sighted. Because if we are at war, which we are, and I'll build on that as I go, maybe we should be some more supportive of the strategy. Chris Larson is the subject of the lawsuit, but he was one selected to discuss with the IMF how blockchain and other new technologies can be used to streamline some of the activities in the financial landscape. The IMF head, Christine Lagarde, urged banks to step up and introduce new technologies to help them better serve their customers, and Ripple is one of these technologies. She believes that Ripple and similar blockchain companies will help banks cut costs and accelerate transactions worldwide. The World Bank considers XRP, whose success correlates with the XRP price. Forget the price. This is not about the price right now, people. This is about the war. An international monetary body, the World Bank, recently published an article highlighting blockchain technology and the efforts of Ripple. The World Bank was optimistic about the impact of XRP. Overall, the World Bank has been impressed by Ripple's blockchain solutions and is optimistic that the financial world will benefit. Follow with me, folks, here, because we need to open our eyes to maybe not see this as adversarial. And if they can get along, maybe we should get along and understand that this is bigger than us. Ripple is not uninteresting for the Fed. Even the U.S. Federal Reserve can even take on one of Ripple's Incorporated's 3 solutions. In the report presented to the Fed, Ripple pointed out that it was crucial for the U.S. to explore and introduce new systems. Ripple pointed out that it was crucial for the U.S. to explore and introduce new systems. Even the White House is not unfamiliar with Ripple. The influence of Ripple has even made the project the subject of a discussion with the Trump administration. Ripple's former chief marketing strategist, Corey Johnson, revealed that the White House is currently researching cryptocurrencies, and the Trump administration was impressed by the properties of Ripple and its products. The Trump administration was impressed by the properties of Ripple and its products. Jay Clayton was head of the SEC under President Donald Trump. This article was written on April 23rd of 2019. This article was written August 29th, 2019. Ripple confirmed to be making a statement on XRP security lawsuit while they were meeting with the SEC. Okay? On August 27th, 2019, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse decided to fight back in the XRP FUD war, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Okay? He said, "I'm always struck by the questionable sources, I'm being generous here, spreading FUD about XRP and Ripple. Even more so over the last few weeks, even more so over this lawsuit currently. Thus, I feel compelled to comment. Folks. And I hope that you see where I'm coming from by the time this video is over." He says here, Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse clearly confirms that we'll be hearing an official public statement from Ripple regarding the year-long security lawsuit. It's not the first one, this one. This could be huge. Ripple has confirmed engagement with massive regulatory bodies like the SEC. This is not new, people. If the SEC comes out and makes a statement alongside Ripple that XRP is indeed not a security, but is an exchange utility token, like other regulatory agencies, that could be the green light that U.S. banks need to actually use XRP for settlement on the back end. On that note, I want to refer you to a prior video. Follow the money means follow the banks. And I'll tie this all in. It's going to be a long video. It looks like I'll tie it all in, though. This is old. However, this is an image. Was the SEC chairman, public calendar. He's meeting with both Ripple and the White House. Now, I did a prior video on this. But here, stay with me, people. Stay with me. August 24th, 2020. This precedes the lawsuit. Records reveal Ripple CEO met with senior Trump administration official in 2018. Are we seeing the trend here, folks? Newly discovered White House records show that the head of Ripple met with senior Trump administration official twice in 2018. We know he met with Clayton. We know he met with Trump. We know he met with senior Trump officials. We know Larson is meeting with Trump. They're meeting with the World Bank. They're meeting with the IMF. They're meeting with the central banks. People, do you really think that when the SEC entered that lawsuit against Ripple, they didn't have a plethora of more information than the little bit I'm sharing here with us right now? Of course they did. There's clearly a lot of homework going on. The White House in particular seems to be thinking about what it means to have 80% of Bitcoin mining taking place in China, and a majority of Ether mining taking place in China. I refer you again to the video. World War III. XRP is the bomb. Okay, let's keep going. This article, Garlinghouse met with the White House on 2 different occasions, was from August 20th, 2020. 2 years ago. Met with Special Assistant to Donald Trump. They're meeting, folks. And on the way out, Jay Clayton throws a lawsuit. To hurt Ripple? Or is it to help us? U.S. us? That's a question one needs to ask himself. Well, Larson will say what I'm trying to say. Larson says U.S. risks losing stewardship of global financial system to China. This is SEC. Forget the this is SEC part. That's beginning the narrative. That's beginning the Trojan horse. I refer you to the video. XRP is the bomb. World War III. This was 11 October 2020. And he says here, Mr. Chris Larson, China's itching to be the one that designs the next financial system, and that the U.S. is woefully behind. Speaking at the blockchain summit last week, he said the U.S. needs to realize it's in a tech cold war with China, with the fate of control of the world's financial system at stake. Right now, China's winning, he said. Whose side does Chris Larson sound like he's on? I've heard Garlinghouse speak in a similar fashion. China is just itching to be the one that designs this new system. They've committed $1.4 trillion to a variety of technologies, and blockchain is right at the top of their list. It's not just China's pumping money into technology. The regulatory environment in the U.S. is actively discouraging financial innovation, he said. Or so it seems at this point. But we know they've been meeting now for years. Now, they are behind China, and there's a video I put out on that. Your phone will be your wallet. But how far behind are they really? How long did it take in World War II to come up with, design, and then deploy the atom bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima? Do you really think they did it within a month and then dropped the bombs? No, that was under development. I don't know how long beforehand, but those in charge did, just like they do with this bomb here. I just have to say, I don't know what happened there. I just have to say it. In the U.S., all things, blockchain, digital currency, they start and end with the SEC, Larson said, referring to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Instead of pivoting to encourage U.S. innovation to keep up, they've done the opposite. Now, we know they were meeting right on a regular basis. He says, we're going to have to change up here or we're going to lose our leadership. Stewardship of the global financial system. That would be a tragedy. Whose side is he on? I think this man is on the side of those who live in the United States of America. I know this man has been meeting with Ripple's officials. I know this man has been meeting with the World Banks. I know this man has been meeting with the Federal Reserves. I know this man has been meeting with the SEC. I know that man and his CEO currently, they have all both been meeting, and they have been meeting with the president and his administration. We know these things, folks. So let me intimate to my viewers. Whenever the narrative is so pronounced and it grabs the majority's attention, I refer you to my recent video, Realize. But whenever the narrative becomes too powerful, it's time to look behind the curtain. And behind this curtain is meetings that have been going on for years with the same administration that walked out with the lawsuit. We are at war for everything. And these countries, the United States and China, are at war for control, the two largest economies. War for control of the financial system. China has infiltrated the United States. I would guess that the United States has also infiltrated China. But we are at war. And maybe, just maybe, XRP is the Trojan horse. Maybe, just maybe, it's the illusion, it's the deception that goes with the art of war. I refer you to my video. World War III. XRP is the bomb. When this bomb goes off, it's gonna level the ground, just like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's going to make that level playing field. It's going to blow up, and it's going to melt faces. I say let's stop bickering about the SEC. Let's stop adding fire to the dissension, the dissentive narrative. Let's see it for what it is and work in cooperation. Let's reach an understanding reflecting a compromise by all parties. Maybe, just maybe, we are at war. I want to thank you for watching this video. I know it's been a long time. I got a little passionate. I will at times. I hope that if you didn't finish this video, you came back to finish it. I know you probably didn't hear this if you didn't make it this far, but if you did make it this far, thank you. Please like, please subscribe, please come back for more. I can feel my passion flaming up. It'll probably come out in the next video. Have a nice day. This is DK Will. DK will talk about it. And good night.